Why do we avoid the hard things? Seriously, take a moment and think about it. Challenges are uncomfortable. They make us sweat, doubt ourselves, and even stumble. But here's the kicker. Without them, we stay the same, stuck, small. Life, as Seneca would argue, isn't meant to be easy. It's meant to shape us, and nothing does that better than stepping into the fire of adversity. Think about a challenge you've been dodging. It could be as simple as starting a new fitness routine, tackling that overwhelming project at work, or facing a fear you've buried deep. It feels safer to avoid it, doesn't it? But avoiding it doesn't make it disappear. It just waits for you, growing heavier the longer you delay. But here's where Seneca's wisdom comes in. Growth lives in the discomfort. Therefore, seeking out the hard things is where transformation begins. The crucible of challenges doesn't just test us, it reveals us. The potential you dream about, it's sitting on the other side of that hurdle, waiting for you to take the first step. So what will you do? Let me share something else Seneca knew deeply. Life is too short to waste on the wrong influences. You can't choose your family, he reminds us. That's fate. But you can choose your friends, mentors, and the people you spend the most time with. Take a look around. Are the people in your life lifting you up, or are they quietly dragging you down? Sometimes, the hardest truth to face isn't about ourselves, but about the company we keep. Therefore, we must be intentional about the energy we allow into our lives. The people we surround ourselves with are like the air we breathe. They can either nourish or poison us. It's not easy though, is it? Walking away from relationships that no longer serve you can feel like tearing out pieces of yourself. But staying in those dynamics costs you far more. Therefore, Seneca urges us to seek out those who inspire us, challenge us, and push us toward the best version of ourselves. And then there's the curveball life loves to throw. You've been there. The unexpected setback, the heartbreak, the failure that feels like it's breaking you in two. In those moments, it's easy to feel powerless, isn't it? But here's where Seneca offers a powerful reminder. It's not what happens to you that defines your life, it's how you respond. That's the real measure of who you are. Think back to a time when everything seemed to go wrong. Did you crumble under the weight of it? Or did you find a way to rise? Therefore, your response becomes your greatest power. It's the paintbrush you use to shape the narrative of your life. When adversity strikes, pause, take a breath, then choose your reaction deliberately, with wisdom and strength. That's where true resilience is born. But let's shift gears for a moment. Have you ever felt like your time was slipping through your fingers? It's one of Seneca's most profound lessons. Time is our most precious resource, yet we squander it on trivial things every day. Think about it. How much of your day is spent on distractions, endless scrolling, mindless tasks, saying yes to obligations you don't even care about? But every yes comes with a cost. Saying yes to one thing means saying no to something else. Therefore, if we want our lives to align with our deepest values, we must fiercely protect our time. Ask yourself, are you investing your time in things that truly matter, or are you letting it slip away? Seneca's wisdom is clear. Time lost can never be regained. Guard it like a treasure and spend it intentionally on what moves you closer to the life you want. Here's the turning point in the story. The part where the conflict sharpens. Self-discipline. Two words that are easy to say, but hard to live by. Discipline is the bridge between who you are now and who you want to become. But the path is steep and full of distractions. Think about the last time you caved to temptation. Maybe it was skipping that workout, putting off an important task, or indulging in something you knew wasn't good for you. It feels good in the moment, doesn't it? But it always leaves a bitter aftertaste. Therefore, discipline isn't about punishing yourself. It's about choosing the long term over the short term, the meaningful over the convenient. And here's the twist. True mastery isn't about controlling others. It's about mastering yourself. That's where freedom lies, in the ability to say no to instant gratification and yes to your highest self. But let's not forget one of Seneca's greatest truths. Life isn't just about you. Yes, your growth matters, your discipline matters, your dreams matter, but greatness is also measured by the impact you have on others. Have you ever stopped to think about how you influence the people around you? Every action you take sends ripples through your circle. Therefore, if you want to leave a legacy, start by making others better. Lift them up, encourage them, inspire them. It's not about controlling or judging, it's about being the kind of person who makes everyone around them shine a little brighter. This brings us to the heart of Seneca's teachings, gratitude. While he may not have explicitly spoken of it, gratitude is woven into the fabric of Stoic philosophy. Life is unpredictable, often harsh, but even in the darkest moments, there's always something to be thankful for. Take a moment each day to reflect on what you have, the small joys, the big wins, and everything in between. Therefore, gratitude becomes a shield against despair and a light that guides you through the toughest times. Finally, let's talk about legacy. Not the kind written in history books, but the kind etched into the lives you've touched. What will you leave behind? Seneca believed that true greatness isn't in fame or fortune. It's in living a life aligned with your values. But living authentically isn't easy. It means standing firm in your principles, even when the world pushes you to compromise. Therefore, every choice you make becomes a reflection of who you are and what you stand for. So here's the final thought I'll leave you with. Your life is a story. Not a perfect one, not without mistakes or setbacks, but a story worth telling. The pen is in your hands. Therefore, write with intention. Seek out challenges. Choose your circle wisely. Respond with resilience. And always, always, make the people around you better. In the end, it's not about being perfect. It's about progress. It's about showing up every day and fighting to become a little bit better, a little bit stronger, a little more aligned with who you're meant to be. And remember, the fire of life may burn, but it's also where the strongest steel is forged. Keep going. You've got this.